I believe in building generational wealth. Even like when my children, all four of my children are adults. And I told them, no more handouts.
His dad, he don't be doing all that. And I don't know if it's because he's a man, but he don't be doing all the extra falling out stuff with him.
Then we're happy. Me and her mother is happy. But what I try not to do is get in her personal business. Because once she's no longer under my roof, then you know what? It's between her and her better half.
McGregor did. It's really a trick. He gets these people to box with him. They have no business boxing with him, and he's making millions and millions of dollars doing this way after his competitive career is over. He's that money. That money has to keep coming in if you're going to live like this.
It's absolutely, he needs money.
You think he's going
Once
broke?
again, come on. Fighters like that always go broke.
Because everything that he says is about money. It's nothing.
Mayweather's daughter has just revealed that Floyd Mayweather's capital might be declining. This confession comes at a time when questions are already circulating about Mayweather's finances, despite his public image of extreme wealth. Known as one of the richest boxers in history, Mayweather has built his reputation around money, often flaunting expensive watches, private jets, and luxury cars. But now, new details are beginning to challenge the narrative he's maintained for years.
I believe in having my own brand so no one can mute me out. I believe in standing on my own 2 feet. I never had to deal with a major shoe brand, and I still was able to make over $1 billion. So I get tired of hearing that I need them. You don't need nobody but yourself, like I said.
And there's more heat, this time coming from within his own household. Reports have surfaced suggesting that Floyd Mayweather's own daughter has hinted that her father may be going broke. The revelation has sparked an online storm, not just because of the accusation itself, but because it's coming from someone inside the tight-knit Mayweather empire. For a man who built his entire public persona around wealth, flash, and financial invincibility, this is the last kind of rumor he wants circulating.
It was a bunch of gambling debts. Floyd, okay? And he tried to plant fake news out here saying that he was in downtown LA giving out money, and then he was at the,
In response, Floyd brushed it off. He told sources that he's simply trying not to spoil his children, suggesting that just because he isn't constantly handing out money doesn't mean he's facing financial distress. But that explanation raises eyebrows. This is the same Floyd Mayweather who once dropped $18 million on a single watch, the same man who takes private jets to go shopping in Dubai, owns garages full of Bugattis, Ferraris, and Rolls-Royces, and throws
Arnold Schwarzenegger, limited edition AP, all factory, 1.8 million right here. The $20 bills section. We like to call this the Andrew Jackson section, but I like to call it wallpaper.
When it comes to family, Floyd has never held back. It's not just about being a generous father, it's part of his identity. People remember the viral moments. Mayweather gifting luxury cars to his sons, showering his daughter with Birkin bags and diamonds, and even joking about buying property for his grandson just because he felt like it.
Young girl, I got you a gift. Guess what I bought you? Let me put it on me. Guess what I bought you?
What?
You the first kid that owned a building in a diamond district in New York City.
Woo!
We bought you a building.
Yeah!
Papa bought you a building.
The two have had a long-standing personal conflict, but 50 Cent's reaction this time included more than just jokes. On Instagram, he mocked Mayweather's math and property claims, writing, "Oh my God, if it's safe to say, I should say LOL. Champ is the richest special ed student. LMAO." He followed that with, "Oh, wait, I think Champ thinks he owns these buildings. They beat him out of the money. He's saying he doesn't know what he owns. Somebody tell Champ he just publicly said he lives in New York. They will come and take 58% of any income he has." Then 50 Cent posted a photo of Mayweather with a digitally added Pinocchio nose and captioned it, "Over 100 buildings and 99% in New York? LOL. That's Cap Champ. We should slap you. LMAO. GLG." At that point, the public saw it as just another round of celebrity insults, but behind the scenes, real questions were starting to form.
One of the best investments that I did was New York real estate. So it started off with 7 figures, and I was getting a certain amount of money every month. When I first gave them $5 million, I was getting $50,000 a month. So I said, yo, the money kept coming on the 18th every month. 50,000 would come in. I still was competing, I still was fighting, I still was active, and I still was making crazy money.
Soon after, respected boxing figure Rick Glazer posted on X that he was hearing rumors about Mayweather's finances. He wrote, "Rumors of Floyd Mayweather Jr. being in financial trouble are hard to swallow, but are deeply rooted, I'm told. Let's hope it's not true. It would be a real fall from grace for the former fighter, known as Money." Rick Glazer isn't just an outsider. He's worked in boxing for decades and is known for speaking honestly even when his views are unpopular. His comment suggests that there may be more to the story than just social media beef. Let's not forget, Rick Glazer was also the one who confirmed that Floyd was allegedly held in Dubai until he settled his debts. Shortly afterwards, Business Insider investigated Mayweather's claim of owning multiple buildings in New York. They searched through Manhattan property records and found no trace of Mayweather's name attached to any of the supposed real estate deals. They also checked with the New York City Housing Partnership, which had no record of him being involved in any affordable housing programs. Their investigation turned up no concrete proof to support Mayweather's real estate claims. These findings contradict everything Mayweather had said on national television, claiming to own 100 or more buildings, with 99% in New York. But public records say otherwise.
So the money's really gone.
Yeah, that's what you think. It's get the money, spend the money.
All that money.
And it took been 2 years.
So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like
I don't even want to talk about it. Like with the lifestyle, that money's gone. Trust me. Now it's like, you call him, he'll be at your local host in a nightclub because you need that action right now.
Do you think he should step back in the ring?
Promoter Eddie Hearn believes Mayweather has always been smart in the ring, but this kind of behavior raises serious concerns. If what's being reported is accurate, Hearn said, then people have every right to start asking questions. This isn't just about flashy purchases anymore. It's about potential legal issues.
Showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me.
Oscar de la Hoya, who has clashed with Mayweather many times, added that he's not surprised. Floyd has always focused more on the image of wealth than the substance. He wants to be seen as the richest, the smartest, the best. But real wealth doesn't need to be paraded in front of cameras. Carmel Moten, who trains under Mayweather, was briefly asked about the situation at a press event. He seemed unsure and uncomfortable. I don't know anything about that. Floyd's like a big brother to me. I hope none of that is true.
Just another ordinary day, chilling in an EWB Rolls Royce. For those that don't know what an EWB is, that's an extended wheelbase Rolls Royce. I need the leg. I know I ain't that tall, about 5'8.5". Some days 5'9", but it is what it is. Chilling, sitting right here watching the Thriller in Manila, Ali versus...
As the story spreads online, opinions are divided. Some fans defend Mayweather, saying he's being unfairly targeted. Others say it's a case of long overdue accountability. Several former associates of Mayweather posted cryptic messages online, hinting that the story is bigger than the public knows. Some suggest there may be hidden cash vaults. Others speculate that Mayweather has been operating through financial middlemen to keep things off the books.
Life is expensive, but come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse, your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're gonna have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro.
Meanwhile, Mayweather has remained silent. He hasn't addressed the rumors directly. His social media pages, usually active with posts about his lavish lifestyle, have been unusually quiet. No videos of him counting stacks of cash, no posts denying the reports, no media appearances offering clarification. This silence only adds to the speculation. Bernard Hopkins says he finds the whole situation disappointing. We come from places where we didn't have much. When we make it out, we're supposed to do better, not just look better. If you're hiding money and lying about property, that's not smart. That's risky.
6 months with one of my new investments, I would be making $300 million a month.
What investment is that?
In real estate. I'm heavy in real estate. Even though I got a lot of cash, OPM. You don't always have to use your money. That's why it's very important for y'all to make sure y'all keep y'all credit.
Andre Ward, who typically avoids controversy, gave a brief statement. There's a lot of noise right now. I'll wait to see the full picture. But it's true, money doesn't lie. It either adds up or it doesn't. Financial experts have begun weighing in, noting that Mayweather's real estate claims could have serious legal consequences. Making false statements about property ownership, especially on national television, could potentially lead to fraud investigations depending on the context. If he's also found to be hiding income or assets from federal authorities, he could face charges related to tax evasion. Others point out that while Mayweather has made hundreds of millions through boxing, his lifestyle is also extremely expensive.
But the real estate in New York is always the best, in my opinion. But it's interesting how you see Floyd Mayweather doing this and investing into real estate. It's all fortune into it. And he's creating an amazing portfolio for his kids and his family. It's the route to go, to be honest. That's the goal I have in the future, to one day have so many buildings. And
he travels with a large entourage, owns dozens of luxury cars, and almost exclusively flies on private jets. If his money management has been poor or based on exaggerations, then financial trouble wouldn't be surprising. There is also speculation that the hidden cash discovered in a secret room is just one piece of a larger puzzle. If true, this could suggest that Mayweather has been storing untaxed or unreported cash in multiple locations. The purpose? Possibly to avoid detection, maintain liquidity outside the banking system, or shield assets from lawsuits and creditors. As of now, no formal charges have been announced. Mayweather and his representatives have not released any official statements, but insiders close to the investigation believe the hidden room is only the beginning. Federal agents, they say, may continue looking into other properties and financial dealings tied to Mayweather.
Money made all day. Right here, a light million. Over there, counting up another million over there. Walk with me, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take you into my life. So Andrew Jackson, of course, is on the 20. Benjamin Franklin right here. Money made all day. We in the bank, doing what we do best, counting money.
This isn't the first time such speculation has surfaced. In the past, Mayweather has insisted that all of this stems from hate, directed not just at who he is, but what he represents. Floyd Mayweather Jr. doesn't just believe people hate him. He knows it. And in his mind, it's not because of anything he's done wrong, but because of what he's done right, loudly, proudly, and while being unapologetically black. To understand Mayweather's frustration, you have to see the world through his eyes. A man who grew up in a racially divided America, clawed his way out of poverty, made more money than nearly any fighter in history, retired, undefeated, and yet remains one of the most polarizing athletes of all time. In his words, this isn't about fame or failure. It's about race, double standards, and a refusal to accept a black man who refuses to shrink himself for anyone's comfort.
Generational wealth. Even like when my children, all 4 of my children are adults. And I told them, no more handouts. Because I feel like I'm hurting my children just by, I give them money, they go shopping, they put gas in their car, they party, they come back, I need money. I give them money, I buy them houses, I buy them cars. Told them, listen, if you guys go to school or you work in one of my businesses, then you can branch off, get your own business.
Let's be clear, Floyd Mayweather has never been everyone's cup of tea. His attitude is brash. His persona is gaudy. His obsession with wealth is unmatched in boxing history. But his point is simple, and from his perspective, unshakably true, that if he were white, they'd call it brilliance. When Conor McGregor strutted onto the global stage in flashy suits, spouting trash talk that bordered on obscene, the world called it charisma. When Floyd did the same, they called it arrogance, loudmouth behavior, and cockiness. The same antics that made McGregor a media darling painted Mayweather as a villain. And to Mayweather, that's no coincidence. It's racism in high definition.
In the beginning, you know, I feel like people was rooting for me, wanted the best for me. And the more and more as I accomplished more and kept accomplishing things, then you start seeing like different things, and you start saying, he's a wife beater, or he's not that smart, or you hear so many different things. And I just feel like, okay, you're entitled to believe whatever you want to believe.
A con artist like McGregor can steal everything from me and be loved, but I'm hated. That's how Floyd put it. Not a sentence of envy, but a declaration of resentment. He sees McGregor as a pale imitation, someone who mimicked his playbook, swagger, and the very formula that made Mayweather a pay-per-view king. Yet, instead of being jeered, McGregor was cheered. Mayweather didn't miss the irony. He was the blueprint. He walked so McGregor could strut. Yet, when he played the game, he was despised. When McGregor played it, he was celebrated. T.O. Mayweather. That discrepancy says everything.
If I go on vacation, my fault. When I go on vacation for 30 days, I take 30 watches with me. But you know what? You know what? What's crazy is this. If we add 10 more days, I take 10 more watches.
This isn't just about how the media treats Floyd, it's about how culture treats him. It's sad that you can be a poor black kid from the ghetto, deal with racism your whole life, work extremely hard to lift yourself and your family up, and still, most of the hate comes from my own people. That's what Floyd wrote. The bitterness runs deep. Mayweather doesn't just feel alienated by the mainstream. He feels betrayed by parts of the black community who, in his view, should be celebrating his rise. But they aren't. Why? Because he believes even his own people have internalized the same narratives that broader society uses to vilify successful black men. They expect athletes to stay humble, stay grateful, stay quiet. Mayweather didn't and never will.
Some of the biggest artists, and you wouldn't even know, because my name don't have to be on everything.
I have to be the marquee.
Yeah, because sometimes if you put your name on certain things, you got people that's gonna be jealous. So sometimes I was like, I don't have to have my name on it to collect the check. So
for Floyd, it's not just about winning in the ring. It's about winning in life. And in that respect, he's been relentless. Real estate, investments, his own promotion company. He doesn't just win fights, he builds empires. But as he sees it, the world is more comfortable with black athletes who lose their money than those who multiply it. They expect flash, not financial literacy. They expect collapse, not strategy. This isn't just an observation. It's a warning. Mayweather is telling the world, your expectations were rigged against me, and I flipped the game. And you hate that.
Known as a black American, I can't call myself an African American, because when they want to separate us, then they say we are African American. But remember this, when I'm competing in the Olympics, I didn't compete on the African American Olympic team. I competed on the American Olympic team. So don't separate me when you want to separate me.
Rawness in Floyd's tone that's hard to ignore. He's not just lashing out, he's explaining his entire ethos. The glitz, the bravado, the bombast, it's not insecurity, it's armor. He's seen what happens to athletes who play nice and still get eaten alive. He's watched fighters give the game everything and end up forgotten, broke, or bitter. That won't be him. Floyd will never apologize for winning, especially not when the world expected him to lose. Every Instagram post, every flex, it's more than just a clapback. It's a statement of defiance.
Well, we want to know, in the least amount of fights, you know, I didn't have to have 70 fights or 150 fights, 300 fights. Did I not beat the most world champions?
Yes, you did.
Okay. And in the least amount of fights?
Yes, you did.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that...
The greatest of all time.
Okay.
All right.
When Mayweather saw McGregor's defeat at the hands of Dustin Poirier, he didn't see a fighter humbled. He saw hypocrisy laid bare that McGregor lost badly. And yet, the media wrapped him in admiration. Brave performance, they said. He'll be back. When Floyd fought and won with precision and control, he was mocked for running. He was accused of being boring. Never mind that his defense-first approach revolutionized boxing. Never mind that he never took real damage. When Floyd dominated, they said he was picking easy fights. But when Conor gets finished, he's still a warrior. It's the double standard Floyd has been calling out for years, and it's only become more obvious with time.